All right, here's how to change a garbage disposal for my sister Kathy. This one has a problem with water leaking out of the very bottom under here. And we've had to put a little bucket under there to catch the water. I just unplugged it. If you can unplug yours, unplug it. Otherwise, you have to throw the breaker and disconnect the power from the bottom of the garbage disposer. All right, next step is to loosen the piping. I'm going to loosen it here to break it loose. And after that, I'm going to have to loosen this lock ring, I think by sliding this that way, which will allow it to drop. Okay, I loosened that lock nut and pulled it back. I had to use some pliers because it was stuck due to all the goop. All right, next step is to take a screwdriver, put it against this round part of the locking ring, and then hit this screwdriver with a hammer. I can't do it and film it, but I'm trying to make it rotate that way. Okay, so I spun this ring this way and allowed it to drop down. Notice that this part is replaceable. It should come with the new one. The other thing I did, I forgot to get it on camera, but I took the two screws out of this so this little tail piece comes off. This is what connects it to the sink. All right, now let's get the new one out. So I always recommend buying the same brand you had before so you don't have to change as much stuff out. The comes with this part. This is the part that normally goes down in the sink, but as long as it's not leaking, you don't have to change it. Comes with a new stopper. This is the part that the garbage disposal connects to that normally is on the sink. I'm going to reuse the one I have and not have to use this. Notice that the new disposer comes with the new, the rubber thing that keeps the junk in. And I don't use this on my particular setup, but if you have a dishwasher that connects directly to the garbage disposer, you actually have to knock a piece of plastic out from the inside. You have to poke it with a screwdriver, because if you look in there, it's actually still got a piece of plastic in there. So I don't use this, so I leave the plastic intact, but I do have to attach this new rubber washer. Comes with a new plate, 2 new screws, and I'll put the tail piece right here. So let me put that on now. Okay, so I put the new rubber thing with the new metal plate on here. I'm going to mount it on here and use the 2 new screws it came with. This is the old one. First snag of the day, the new disposer doesn't come with a cord when you remove the plate. There's 2 bare wires. If you were hard wiring it, you'd run your wires up through this hole into here. You'd attach them with wire nuts and shove all this back up in there. Mine's a plug-in model, so went to my old one and I've been able to wrestle the cord off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this cord back here and reuse it. Okay, so I got the old cord off, cut the ends loose, stripped them about a 1/2 inch, and I got to stick them through this hole, and then we'll make the connections over here. As you should have guessed, it's white to white, black to black, and then there's a green wire here that needs to attach to this little screw right here. Okay, white to white, black to black, and the green wire got attached to that little screw. Now I got to tuck it back in, put the metal plate back. Plates back in, protect your fingers. If you were doing this on a hardwired, you'd have to wire it under the sink, which is more challenging than doing it on the countertop. Okay, I was able to hoist the new one into place. Kind of goes in up here, and then you twist it. It causes this ring to lock in place. You can even bang on it with a hammer here to get it really tight. But I had to disconnect the piping to make room for it. And it was so hard to get the piping apart, I'm going to replace the PVC piping with new and just custom cut it all to fit. Well, it's done and it works. All new pipes, except for the tailpiece off of the right-hand sink. Everything else was replaced. And We're leak free and it works.